Hi, I'm R.R. Moore, and welcome to Info Prime. Here I hope to provide you with information not normally available, or at least enhance your understanding on a wide variety of topics. This installment offers information on Hi, this presentation is on the Sator square. Okay, what on earth is that, you ask? Well, one can think of it as, like a secret decoder ring used by early Christians. But like decoder rings, if you don't know how to use it, its secrets remain just that, secrets. But before getting into what it actually is, its history, and its secrets, a little background seems pertinent. After the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, Christianity spread fairly quickly across the ancient Western world at that time. Its influence was increasing to the point that the Roman Empire outlawed this new religion. The penalty for being a Christian was often death. Followers of Christ had to go underground, as it were. However, despite the penalty, even some Roman soldiers had become Christians. One bit of evidence of this was the finding of a Christian church inside a Roman army fortress in Megiddo, Israel. Megiddo is better known to us as Armageddon from the New Testament. The church and this mosaic was discovered in the 1990s. Operating in secret, the Christians came up with symbols to share their message while remaining hidden in plain sight. One such symbol is the well-known fish. Don't expect me to be able to pronounce the Greek words. I can't. However, I do know that fish in Greek is ichthyos. For those who have wondered the source of the fish sign for being a Christian, this is it. Another symbol, and today's subject, is a Sator square. But, as it turns out, it was much more than just a symbol. This is a 5x5 figure depicting 5 words: Rotos, Opera, Tenet, Repo, and Sator. Various different versions of this have been found. Some have the words depicted in a different order, and some use an older form of the letter S. It's shown backwards. This is the earliest known appearance of the Sator square. It was found in the ruins of Herculaneum, an ancient Roman town, which was buried in the ash of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The Sator square has also been found in the old district of Poped in France's Luberon. Also, it has been found in excavations in Carinum, modern Cirencester, in England, and even in Egypt, dating from the 4th or 5th century, where it was written on papyri or parchment and carried as an amulet. A version was also found in the 9th century in cave paintings in Cappadocia in Turkey. Unfortunately, no picture of this one was available. As an aside here, should you ever get the chance to visit Cappadocia, don't miss it. It's spectacular. It's an entire city underground, going down many stories. The caverns could house and feed up to 20,000 people. This site is, as Mr. Spock was wont to say,
fascinating.
It has stables, specialized air circulation shafts, defensive mechanisms. It even has a Christian church. Anyway, now on to the more informative part of this presentation. One can easily attribute what you are about to hear and see to coincidence. Coincidences like the coincidences between Presidents Lincoln and Kennedy. Although born in different centuries, examples are both presidents were elected to the presidency in 1860 and 1960. Both presidents were elected to the House of Representatives in 46. Both were runners-up for the party's nomination for vice president in 56. Both had VPs named Johnson. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy who warned him not to go to Ford's Theater. Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln who warned him not to go to Dallas. Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and hid in a warehouse, while Oswald shot Kennedy in a warehouse and hid in a theater. There are other such coincidences, but if interested, you can look them up. Yep, these are indeed coincidences, curiosities actually. Nothing was planned. However, the Sator Square was planned to be what is, and cleverly, very cleverly executed. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, here are the 5 words depicted. Putting them together, they actually form a sentence. The sentence itself is fairly innocuous. The sower, or farmer, a repo, leads with his hands, or he works, the plow, or some translations say wheels. In the vernacular of today, that could really be stated as, you know that guy, Repo, the farmer? He works his butt off with that plow. If you notice, there's something very clever here. The sentence reads the same whether you're reading it left to right or right to left. But there's much more to this than the sentence. The entire square is both an anagram and a palindrome of sorts. The words, read vertically from the top, read the same as reading horizontally left to right. Reading the words starting with the top row, right to left, produces the same result as reading left to right starting at the bottom row. Of course, the word tenant, forming the center word vertically and horizontally, is a true palindrome. Take a few seconds and have a look. Now, if you were to remove all the letters from the square, except those which form the 2 instances of tenant, you are left with the symbol of a cross, the ubiquitous symbol of Christianity. But wait, my story gets better. Before continuing, however, information has come to light that suggests that this, possibly, may be a better representation of the cross used to crucify Christ. This symbol seems implied in the papal seal of the Catholic Church. But that, as they say, is a story for another time. Now, back to the Sator Square. Take each word. Using numbers for the letters, for example, A equals 1, B equals 2, all the way to Z equals 26, then add up the value of each word. Notice the total for each word. Note, the letters in the Latin alphabet are the ones we use today. By successive adding the numbers of the letters together, then adding the numbers of that total together, and so forth, one arrives at the ultimate answer, 1. There is but one God. However, more interesting still is this. I mentioned that the Sator Square is an anagram. If one takes the time to unscramble the letters in the square and then reassemble them, one winds up with something very interesting. Oh, okay, I'll show it to you. I know you won't do it. So, be patient. All things will be revealed. So, the Sator Square was not only a symbol, it was a secret code for Christians of long ago to help identify themselves to each other as Christians, but also a means of easily spreading their message. Hi again. I hope this installment has been beneficial to you, and thanks for watching.